What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Vlogmas and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mikeisha, your new favorite Los Angeles photographer. And if I'm not your favorite yet, best believe I will be your favorite soon. But that's not why you're here. You guys are here because y'all want to know about my experience while doing this daily vlogging. Y'all, this has been an awakening and I want to share with you. I broke it down in like 4 or 5 parts so that should make it super easy. And let's jump right in. The first thing, gear that I used. Surprisingly, you guys, I used my iPhone 15. I used my iPhone 15 Pro Max more than I even use my vlogging cameras. I own the Canon G7X Mark III, and I was like, that's gonna be primarily my vlogging camera. And I've even used the camera that I'm recording on right now, which is a Canon M6 Mark II. Love this camera because I also love to flip up screens, right? That's the whole point of being able to see yourself so you know what you're vlogging for, what you're talking about, and what you're doing, right? But I use my iPhone way more than I use everything else. And this iPhone, I don't tell y'all to stop trying to buy all these cameras for no reason. People have been hitting me up like, wow, the audio is good. Wow, that sounds great. Wow, you did that on your iPhone? Yes. And I'm gonna have to show y'all that because granted, it's not easy. Everybody don't know all the tips and tricks to use for iPhone. So that is my goal, to show y'all how to vlog on your iPhone. But the gear I used was that, okay? And then when I was recording, I would use my Rode mic minis and my Sennheiser minis. And I will actually, let's see, okay, y'all can see it. I'm actually upgrading to the DJI mic minis. I've been kind of obsessed with them and I appreciate that they do the connection to the cell phone so you can get even clear audio. I wanted to be able to have those so that when I am using my phone to continue vlogging, I could run across the room and y'all can still hear me. But those are the few things that I used during this process. But I kept it simple as possible. Use what you have. Don't think you got to get all this equipment. You don't need these tripods until you are at that level when you feel like, okay, the phone isn't doing enough for me. Then go ahead and upgrade. Until you get there, don't waste your money, okay? Things I purchased while vlogging and doing daily vlogging: a new hard drive. Y'all, one thing about creating content, it's gonna take up space. So I definitely got a new hard drive. I actually got an SSD, a Samsung SSD, which was one of the ones on my Christmas list in a previous vlog. So you guys should already be aware of what that costs. Super cool. It's actually right here. Love it. It's simple. It works. And I also got another 2 terabyte let's see hard drive that I actually just leave on the desk. But anything that I'm traveling with is going to be SSD because I just need the processing to be fast and I need to be comfortable if it slips out of a pocket. Okay, we don't want that. That is a content creator, vlogger, photographer nightmare. But those are the things I purchased. Number 2, apps and how I planned it. Surprisingly, you guys, as a type A girly, I didn't really do a lot of planning. And what I mean by that is the previous years I've tried to do Vlogmas, I had a full calendar. I love Passion Planner. I had these pages filled up with what videos I was gonna shoot. In previous, look, y'all, I love planning, by the way, but I had it planned to a T previous years. And I'm almost convinced now that that might be a reason why I fell off, is because I was trying to like put too much into it instead of allowing my creative juices to flow. Some of these videos, I got that idea maybe like an hour before I shot it or the night before I did it and was like, let's do it. And that's what it worked. It made sense. I don't know. I didn't plan, y'all. I didn't use any major planning, but what I did do is just make up my mind and say, this is my 9 to 5 for December. I'm going to do daily vlogging. I'm going to be intentional about it, and I'm going to make a video a day for 25 days and 30. I plan on probably going 30 low key, but 30 days depending on how I feel after day 25, right? But that is what I did. I didn't really do any planning. But the apps I use, which was all my social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, Twitter and Threads and Facebook, which Instagram is connected to Facebook, but sometimes I will separately post it on all platforms. Once it's up, it's up. There's this magical thing that happens once you put it out there, and once you let it go, it's gone. My mind couldn't even take the time to focus on the content. How's it doing? How's the views? Are people liking it? Are they making comments? All that kind of stuff. I couldn't even focus on none of that because I had to be getting prepared for the next video, but we'll talk about that later. But social media sites, I use Canva for my thumbnails and my end card. So the video at the end of this that pops up with all my socials and all that good stuff, I call that the end card. And then Canva I use for all my thumbnails, which I'll be sure to put that right here so y'all can kind of see like all the cool thumbnails. And I actually got more comfortable and more creative throughout the process, tried different stuff throughout the process. Some thumbnails were just better than others. Some were just not, but some were. But yeah, I use Canva. Canva was hot. Canva was heat, y'all. And then Final Cut Pro to edit. I know a lot of people are Premiere people. For whatever reason, I never went to Premiere. Me and Premiere just don't have a relationship. I've tried plenty of times. And then for my phone, I've used CapCut and InShot. I like InShot better than CapCut only because when you're doing vertical videos, you can change the background in InShot, and I haven't quite figured that out in CapCut. But I like CapCut because you can do automatic vlogs, use a bunch of cool templates, and you can do subtitles. So both have different reasons. Choose your own vice. That's up to you. And then I heavily use Apple Notes. I don't know how many times I'll have to explain that to y'all, but Apple Notes saved my life. I like notes. So maybe if I say that I did plan, it was all through Apple Notes. Like I would write down all my captions. I would like put certain things together in there. Like this video particularly, I came up with it a night and a half ago, and I just wrote it all out in a bed in my Apple Notes. Because I just had to do what I had to do, and I had to brain dump it really quickly before I lost it. So Apple Notes has been king. And then any like framing or anything I want to put together, I just use the framing app, which is Pic Collage. So those are the apps that I use. The crazy part about vlogging is I've always loved vlogs. I've always loved the high quality fun and creativity that a lot of vloggers put into it. Some of my favorite big dog vloggers that I probably fell in love with first, we all know him. I hope y'all know him, but Casey Neistat. And then I love Peter McKinnon and Maddie, obviously. Sorrel, she doesn't really, I actually need to see what she's doing on YouTube these days, but Sorrel, she's dope. And then Vlogmas wise, I fell in love with Alicia Marie. Those are the ones who kind of influenced me to just do it. I've learned so much during this process. The biggest one is creating your content and letting it go. You don't have time to harp on it. You don't have time to check analytics. You barely have time to check the captions and make sure you spell things correctly. Make sure you take your time and do that. And you can only watch it so many times. The blessing is after doing it 23 times every day, once a day, every day, you already kind of have a structure of how your video will run. So it's cool. And then I duplicate the timeline and make a quick trailer. That's become second nature for me, which has been cream. I don't even know how to explain it, but it is what it is, you know? I learned Final Cut Pro. I learned some new tricks and tips in there. I learned how to quickly use music, and going back to apps that I use, I also use Epidemic Sound for my audio. Nice website. I used to use Artlist, and then I just moved to Epidemic Sound just because that was the first one that popped up. I don't have a comparison for those, y'all. But Artlist is a non-copyright music website that you can pull music from that goes with the theme. And so you can have a really nice flow of a video with sound under it. And you don't have to worry about YouTube licensing and them telling you, oh, you can't use it because we can't monetize you because of this music. So Epidemic Sound was nice for that. I focus more on creativity than like trying to be cute about it. So like I would just sit the phone down and say, this is a view, record, let it go. Like the video of you guys saw of me shooting the artists at the studio and the behind the scenes one, me eating the popcorn, showing y'all the gels. What was most important is that I was getting the content, not how good or bad or perfectly framed it was. That was it. I just focused on getting the content. That is really what I learned. Like, allow the content to be its own creativity. Don't try to focus more on it or make it super perfect. But one thing that I did learn is these sit down videos versus the days that I have to vlog. If I knew I wasn't doing a whole bunch that day, unless I was doing what I call my fireside chats, I wasn't really pressed on trying to create a scenario. I was like, okay, this can be a chill vlog. This could be me teaching you guys something, or doing an at the desk video, or just chilling and talking on the phone. One video, I was calling my grandma because I got these cute new glasses, and talking to my mom on the phone, and just keeping it simple and just really just allowing the creativity to create itself. Naturally, some of my videos did better than others because they may have featured other people. There's a few that are doing some good organic growth really quickly, and I'm really enjoying seeing how that's working for my channel. But yeah, I learned that it's really no point in planning. If you're vlogging, vlog. I think my advice would be to you guys is to just do it. Just pick up the camera and go. Just film it, just create it, just do it. Don't think about it, put it out there, let it go. So you stop holding on. You want to get in the practice of consistently creating versus consistently thinking about it. Just put it out there, let it be what it is, and let it do what it needs to do and reach the people it needs to reach. Okay? That's it. Use your phone. Use your phone. Good audio matters. Even if the video quality is poor, have good audio. Turn your music off in the background, but have good audio. Use your phone. Keep it short and sweet. Get to the point. I'm noticing that too, because there's some videos I don't even want to watch if they're taking too long to get to the point. So I hope I've been getting to the point. Of y'all, please let your girl know if I'm being on a tangent. I'm going to try to cut some of this down too, but get to the point. And I think most importantly, have fun. Like, it's your content. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun. You are creating a space that you live on. You're creating your new list of yellow pages. You're creating your online ID. Have fun. I'm on my Keith Lee. If I could review Vlogmas, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, Keith. 10 out of 10. I've vlogged for almost 30 days. And I have become a better person creatively. Get in touch with you. And most importantly, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this, the more you focus on creating the content and being in a creative space, you don't even have time to process the naysayers, the analytics, who's watching, who's not watching. You don't even have time to focus on that, and you're creating more than you're consuming. But thank y'all so much for tuning into Vlogmas. Don't forget to hit that like button, that thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to your girl. We about to have so much fun in 2025, and I know y'all gonna enjoy this. So, happy Vlogmas!